Hi everyone and welcome back to Googie's Kitchen. My name's Alexis and today I want to show you how to make the perfect roast potato from my new book, Gifts from Grandpa. So today I want to show you how to make my delicious, perfect roast potatoes. But before I do, if you are new to my channel, then hello and welcome. It's lovely to have you here. And if you like these kind of videos and you want to see more, then I upload every Tuesday and Thursday at 6 PM. So please don't forget to hit that subscribe button below. As I just mentioned, today I want to show you how to make these delicious, perfect roast potato. And this recipe is in my new cookbook, Gifts from Grandpa, which is available to buy on Amazon, and I will link it in the description box below for you. This book is written in loving memory of my dad. I think my dad was an amazing cook, so I wanted to share lots of his recipes, so I decided to put them down in a book. So in here are lots of my dad's recipes, a few of my own, a couple of my nan's and one of my dad's fathers as well, my grandfather. My dad also believed that everybody should have a home and everybody should have a place to go to. So £1 from the sale of each book will go to the homeless charity Crisis. Now onto my perfect roast potatoes. And as I said, my dad, as I've said in the past, my dad was the king of roast dinners, and making roast potatoes was one of his his top things that he could do. He was brilliant at making roast potatoes and they always came out lovely and crispy, and he showed Howard and I how to make them, and I'm really pleased that he did because I could feature that in this book as well. So today I want to show you how to make your roast potatoes really crispy. So here is my perfect roast potato. First thing I'm going to do is preheat the oven to about 280 degrees. So I've put a pan on the hob and I've filled it with water and it's boiling now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to add the salt to that pan, and I'm going to start cooking the potatoes this way first. So I'm going to boil the potatoes in the pan, and what I've done is I've peeled and I've chopped my potatoes. So I've taken all the skin off and I've just cut them into like half pieces, so that's like one each pieces. Sometimes I read recipe books and I think to myself, what's a 1 inch piece to you? But this is it to me. So basically I had like whole potatoes and I chopped most of them in half. The big one I actually chopped into quarters though. So about 1 inch is probably about that size, I say. I hope you can gauge that on camera. So I'm going to add those to my boiling water, and I'm going to boil that for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm going to leave that on the hob. I'm going to turn the heat down a little and let that boil for about 5 minutes now. Potatoes have been boiling for about 5 minutes now, and I've put a skewer into one of them and they fall off. So I'll just show you. So when they fall off like that, that means they're done. That means you can take them off the heat. So I'm going to remove this from the heat. So I'm going to pour the potatoes through this colander until they're all in the colander, and then this is the magic trick to making them like crispy around the edges, is to rough them up in the colander. Roughing them up around the edges makes them that little bit crispier, and they taste absolutely delicious when they're like this. So you just need to rough them up a little bit, and then I'm going to put them back in the pan, and I'm going to try and tap in, if I don't get it all over the floor, all of the little bits of potato as well, because they make really nice crispy bits as well for your roast potatoes. It's delicious with all of this. So my oven has nicely preheated now, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to put the potatoes into this baking tray. When I preheated the oven, I forgot to say that I also put this baking tray into the oven as well. So this is really nice and hot now. And all I'm going to do to this is just add olive oil. And there's going to be no slim pickings with this olive oil. A couple of tablespoons, I'd say. Depending on how many potatoes you have in here. If you're doing a lot, then I do a lot more. And normally when we cook a roast, we use the fat of the chicken or the meat to cook the potatoes in, and that makes them really crispy as well. And then all I'm going to do is just simply toss the potatoes in the oil, like so. I might actually get a spoon to do that, hang on a sec. I'm just going to toss the potatoes in the oil, make sure they're all covered in the oil as well. These are going to be yummy. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to put these into the oven for about 25 to 30 minutes now, or until they're like really nice and golden brown. So I'm just going to put these in the oven now. Cooked, and they're just in here. They are actually really crispy. I've taken them out of the oven. They were in there for about 30 minutes and I just left them to cool for a little while. And as you can hear, they're really crispy, as you can hear. And I'm just going to give one a try now, because I love trying roast potatoes before roast dinner. I have to say that. Yeah, they're lovely. Really crispy on the outside and really soft in the middle. And actually 5 minutes before the end of cooking, I did actually check on them, and I used my fish slice just to turn them over a little bit in this pan, because I noticed the bottoms were cooking and the tops weren't as golden brown. So I did move them around a little bit just before the end of cooking process, but they're all lovely and golden brown now. And I'm going to put these in a soup tonight, would you believe it? Going to see how that is. Yes, so that is my roast potatoes done. So that's how you make the perfect roast potato, and how simple and easy was that. And that recipe, as I said, is in my new cookbook, Gifts from Grandpa, which I will link below, and I'll also link the recipe in the description box below for you too. That's it from me. Thank you so much for watching. Please feel free to give me a big thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, and please feel free to leave any comments below. Do you like crispy roast potatoes, and will you be trying this recipe? I'd love to know. And please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. See you all soon. Bye.